So this is just a Reilly Head warm-up. The Reilly Head is like a head abstraction. It's like a grid for portrait. It's all kinds of curvy lines and rhythms of the face that relate to like muscles and bone and overall structure. So you start out, just draw a nice circle. I'm drawing kind of light, and I hope it shows up on the camera. I'll try to draw a little bit darker than normal, but a lot of the lines you won't even leave in on the final drawing. But it's good to practice, because once you get it down in your memory, then you start drawing portraits a lot faster. So basic circle, I'm doing a 3/4 pose. The center line between the eyes comes down about right here. Now at this point we can start to figure out the thirds of the face, starting at the hairline. And I'm just going to make them 3 equal parts. Depending on the person you're drawing, those sections will be different. So the first one is the hairline, then the brow line, then under the nose, and then the chin. And just roughly 3 equal parts. It looks like I got the center a little bit wider or longer than the chin. So I'm just going to bring up the bottom of the nose. Actually, I think I went the other way actually. But let's see. Let me take the measurement of the forehead and bottom of the nose. About right here. I had the chin too long. But again, this is just a generic head. So we got 3 equal parts. You can already see it kind of looking like a face, which is really cool. Now next, I'm going to divide this circle. Basically, it's kind of think of it like a melon, and you're going to slice one side off. So as it relates to the drawing on the 2-dimensional, it's an oval shape. Something like that. So we got the brow right here coming across, and then we can cut this oval shape in half. Cut that in half. And let's go to the far side. Bring the far side into the face. And so in this quadrant we have the ear. And then we can start, you can see we can start to build up the jawline. I'm actually I'll just leave it straight for now. So already we have a pretty good looking overall shape for the head. Let me make his neck a little bit more thick, a little too thin. And I like to do these warm-ups every morning. It's really good to get everything loosened up. It's funny to say that about drawing, but it's really true. Like the shoulder muscles get really tight, and just sort of like wakes up the brain too. So let's put the sternocleidomastoid, a big neck muscle. It has a little, I forgot what this is called, but it's the same muscle, but it's like a side attachment. This one comes down to the clavicle, somewhere over here. So let's go back up to the head here, and let's start putting in the eye shape. So I have a diagonal here, and then over here for the center, what they call it, glabella. And then we can bring this rhythm for the brow line. And it's actually kind of make this arch for the brow. I'm going to bring it over here, give it a little bit more space. There we go, that looks better. So I think I brought that oval over too much into the face. So I don't think it needs to be that far over. Let's cut that back. Let's bring the angle of the nose, and it comes down and attaches to the center line. And the other side, the nostril here. You can make there a little V shape for the tip of the nose. It comes up and wraps around. And then you can see a little bit of the far side nostril. And now let's go to the center line of the mouth. And let's use a muzzle line to get this where the nodes of the mouth will lie. And let's get the second muzzle line. And now we can see the relationship from this space to here and where our eyeball will sit in. Make sure it lines up to the other side. Kind of made those lines a little thick, so I'm just gonna thin them up a little bit. Let's kind of trim up the head and add a little bit more in the back, I think. And then it comes around there. It looks a little odd. I think I should add a little bit more to this side. So come around. There it goes. I'm not working off of a picture or anything, so this is from memory. So I'm trying to draw it and make it look like a person. But you do this every day, after a few weeks, boy, you'll be really, really set to draw portraits really fast. And you won't even, after a while, you won't even put the lines down anymore. Like the rhythm lines, like these muzzle lines and stuff like that. They'll stop using those, and you'll just use, like from memory. It becomes intuitive, I guess, or what do you call it? Just a habit. Like you just, it's like tying your shoe. You don't even think about it after a while. So let's go back down into the mouth. And let's just cut this in half, make our lip line and the curve of the mouth. This side's a little bit straighter than the other side will be. And I'm going to wrap it around over here. And stair step up, come down, stair step up. On the bottom of the lip, there's like a little shelf under the mouth, and then the rhythm for the chin. Sometimes there's a rhythm right here. So depending on their age, these lines will be visible. A very young person, you won't see it. And an old person, it starts to develop a little bit stronger. Trying to darken up these lines a little bit. I think I still want this eye a little bit wider on this side. That looks better. So let's place the eyes itself. Make our straight line across. See this angle on the nose right here? We're going to come over here and match that roughly. I usually come in just a shy of that line, because sometimes I get it too wide. The eyes are too far apart. So I'm just going to put them right there on that same line. I'm just going to draw a pretty generic eyeball here, since I'm not looking at anything. It probably comes down right there. So let's come over here to the other side. You see it kind of, the upper eyelid comes over here and hooks around, cuts down. Then there's a shelf for the bottom eyelid. The far side eye is tucked over here in the corner. And now we can draw that awning kind of shape, little wedge. Let's take out that rhythm that we had before. Kind of clean it up a little bit. I think I got the mouth a little too wide for my comfort, so let's cut that back. Let's do a little bit more. It's a fake head, but I still want him to look good as much as possible. Let's put his little pupils in there. And eyebrows are generally right here, depending. Some people are straight across, some arch. And sometimes there's a shadow shape that comes around like that. Depends on the direction of the light, of course. I'm just going to reaffirm these lines, especially on this nose right here. So this rhythm of the nose, I got like the ball right here, the main structure, and then you got the nostril. And here you got an overlapping like oval that represents the nose bone. And sometimes you can actually see in people, they have a split down the middle of the cartilage, depending on the person. It's a pretty cool shape. And also down on this bottom lip, you can do 2 circles. Kind of make it a little bit, adds more form to the lips if you want. There's so many different kinds of rhythm lines that people have for the portrait. This one is mostly from the Reilly Method. There's probably other lines in there, like maybe from Loomis or maybe even Bradwynn. It's all mixed up pretty much. And I don't really like how far out the ear is, but I might just leave it. It's just a demonstration and a warm-up, so I don't want to get too locked into trying to make things so perfect, you know. So to draw the basic shape of the ear, I used to hate drawing ears until I sat down for a few days and just really tried to understand the structure, and now they're really fun. So I used to avoid drawing them, but now they're kind of fun. So nothing too spectacular. So let's go back to the hairline. So having this structure where you can see the plane changes of the head, like this is more flat on this side, this is round. So when a hairline comes around that shape, it drops off. Oh yeah, let's put in the cheekbone, because I'm about to go over that cheekbone. So here's the rhythm of the cheek, the zygomatic arch right here. And there's also another one that can come around right here. So as that hair falls down that temple area, and curves, and then comes over this shape, and then we have our sideburn. So that's pretty much the basic Reilly head. There's some lines I probably left out, but most of them are in here. And just try this on a daily basis. The first thing you do when you wake up, even throughout the day, like if you're at work or a coffee shop or waiting in line somewhere, just pull out your little tiny sketchbook, scrap piece of paper or something, and just try to like draw from memory and see if you can have this memorized. Because once it's memorized, and then you're free to draw faster. You can draw the portrait a lot faster because you know your way around the portrait more, and the portrait will be more solid. At least that's how it works for me. So there you go. Thanks for watching, guys, and have a good one. Bye.